right, man. Well, what's up, family? I'm out here today with my boy Jake. Yeah. And some new friends. Chris up ahead there leading the way. And we got Bob back behind me. And where are we, Jake?
Right now we're outside of Eagle Creek heading into Sandy.
Nice.
Mount Hood straight ahead.
And man, it is about as amazing a day. Sitting right at 70 degrees.
Yep.
Sun shiny. Perfect riding weather.
The tires are turning.
That's it, man. Good dudes. Just ate some good food. And we are out and about. So one of the things I wanted to do today was I wanted to kind of ask my dude Jake here how it was that he got started riding and how long he's been riding. What was his first bike? When did he start? When did you start, Jake?
Well, I started when I was a kid. My dad bought us an old Yamaha 100 that we needed to rebuild. The gas tank was full of rust. We had a piece of steel wool in the petcock for a fuel filter, and we rode that thing until the wheels fell off. And I didn't actually get to start riding motorcycles like on the street until I was in the Marine Corps in 2005. And the first motorcycle I ever rode on the street was a CBR 1000 RR.
Jeez.
And I rode with a group of guys. They called themselves High Side Havoc down in 29 Palms, and they said, okay, get on the bike and keep up, and they took off. And luckily, I had a little experience with, clutch and brake and throttle and everything, so I knew the basic fundamentals. And next thing I know, we're doing 120 miles an hour down 29 Palms Highway out in the middle of the desert.
Good grief.
Yeah. So I stopped hanging out with those guys.
Yeah, that'll get you hurt.
Try to kill me.
Yeah.
And one of my buddies was going out to the field shortly after that. He was going to be gone for a month, so he left me the keys to his R6, and I started riding that, and I loved it. I rode it for a long time, and then I got off of a motorcycle from 2007 till about 2010. I got back on a motorcycle in 2010, again with the sport bike, and that was just kind of my thing for a little while. I did that. I've had a couple of sport bikes. I've crashed 5 of them. And then I grew up and put my big boy pants on and got a cruiser. Slow down, relax, enjoy the scenery.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
And this is what it's about, absolutely. Those sport bikes are fun if you want to go hit the track or something, but to actually go out for a ride and enjoy it, you got to be able to sit back and relax.
Yeah. And so also, when you got back from the Marine Corps, where did you serve at?
I was stationed in 29 Palms. I did my boot camp at MCRD San Diego, where my grandfather was a senior drill instructor, which is pretty cool. And then after that, I got sent out to 29 Palms, and then that's where I did all my active duty stuff, was out there. I deployed to Iraq once, came back, they processed me out of the Marine Corps. I moved back home with my wife and kid at the time, and ended up with 2 kids and a divorce, and had to get out on the road and ride, man. So
yeah. So you think that riding's been a positive thing as far as just helping you cope with just the stresses of life and reintegrating back into society after you
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Well, after the Marine Corps, I was searching. I didn't know what to do. I had nothing. I was just me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to school. I like motorcycles. I like riding. I'm going to go to school for motorcycle mechanics. So I moved down to Arizona. I spent a year down there learning about motorcycles, working on motorcycles. I got my Yamaha and Kawasaki certifications while I was there. And then I ended up moving back up here to Oregon, and I got me a good woman now. She takes care of me.
She is a good woman. I can attest to that, man.
I was drinking a lot, and I wasn't making the best choices for my life and for my kids, and I was just going down the wrong path. So I had to do something to keep me from making those choices. And I mean, it's kind of hard to drink while you got a helmet on. So
yeah,
I just started riding. And I mean, every chance I get, I go out and ride. I've had this bike for a week, and I've got 1,050 miles on it now. You know,
yeah.
we just ride. That's,
you know, I kind of went through the same thing too. I mean, when I my marriage of over 18 years ended, I was just kind of like you said, I was just kind of lost.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what to do. I moved out here and kind of had a lot of free time on my hand. And I always tell people that when I was happy, I rode. And when I was sad, I rode. And when I was lonely, I rode. And, you know, no matter what it was, I rode. And
Yeah.
I've had this bike for a year and a half, and I've put 26,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I figure about another 30,000 miles, maybe I'll be all right. You know,
Yeah.
it's coming together. But yeah, man. So I know for me, it's been positive. And I mean, when you look at the, you know, I always post these videos, and my friends from back home are just like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, and it's crazy.
It's so green.
It's so green, and just you know, all these old barns and stuff, and you know, you're riding down the road and there's a bunch of cows, and you're like, hey cows,
Yeah.
you know, it's just I don't know, man, it's good for your soul.
It is, exactly. It's soul food, you know. I mean, the wind in your face is like forced soul food. You know, you've got 55 mile an hour just down your throat. Wow.
Yep, that's it. You know, and it's just, you know, you do this for an hour, and it's kind of hard to be mad at anything.
It is, except for the fact that your butt's going numb.
Yeah.
Damn it! I wish I could sit here longer.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, I wanted to share this with you guys. A little chat with one of my best homies, Jake. And
Can you see that mountain in your kit? Look at that.
yeah, straight ahead, man.
Beautiful.
It's crazy.
We're actually going to go all the way around that thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, anyway, y'all, I hope y'all are being good today. I hope you're enjoying your day. I hope you guys are being kind to each other. I'll holler at you.
Peace.
Peace.